Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down now. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, get on the field. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, Steamer.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but it's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Set, ready. Get to Pittsburgh. Slack. Watch the slack. Hustle.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your store and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pigs.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the carry, it's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Too little, count.
On third down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Good route here.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 11-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. To the air again, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Kamara. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run up.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get that ball.
Toss play, Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now Breeze on 3rd down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Ready? 95-56.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They start the drive with Abdullah. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Cousins now to throw on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On on 2nd and 9. Cousins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At their 40.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check.
Again, it's Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready. 5-8. It's a party now. It's a party now.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He finds Latavius Murray. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 5 now. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. And Diggs has it. Slips past. Stuffed on Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. From just shy of midfield, Breeze, he'll let it fly in the direction again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Lambeau. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Anthony Barr, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. To try again after the sack. Rodgers, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to go for a big play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Safety's creeping. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. 9-50. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 37 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. And able to find Allen Lazard. 22 yards there, a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Past the 20. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down. Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah. Always Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Abdullah, 38 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Get 300.
At the 36-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
319. Here we go. 1030. Yes.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 61 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Cousins now. And that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tyler Irvin back deep. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or move.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Cut. Check back 40. Check back 40.
Let's go, Heavy.
Now Rodgers.
Give me some.
Complete to Jones. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's got to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 31 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, 30 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Rodgers to throw once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Cousins again. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The interception.
Big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole
check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Rick Rock, TikTok, West Hip Hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen, yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready?
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
I'm sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, stay back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, stay back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Point up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. If up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me point up and it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely football. So are we as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
What? 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good job right there. Check. Good shot.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Right. He's got a man. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
25.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Cousins now from the 50. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Black. Come on.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On play action, Cousins. He's going to let it go deep for the ends. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Check 26, check 23, got 48. All right,
now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Touch 50.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tap.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
A 2nd down carry for Procise. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 8 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Myers connects on the PAT. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On the ground, it's Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good route here.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
You got it! You got it! Ha-ha! You got it!
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen. 72 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson on the run. He'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it. This is Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 44, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Screen 80. Check. Hey. Watch the out.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, Procise. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
40's the mark. Square
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to air, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wilson now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try to run with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with time running out as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Cousins now from the 50. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Lambeau. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
It's fourth down.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
You go over here. You got time up there.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. After the sack on first down, Rodgers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Cousins, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Zadarius Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
Watch the whip. Who's your portion? Bud. Lucky 48.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
Not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry by Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Danielle Hunter. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26 yards.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 44, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 44 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers throwing again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And able to find Alan Lazard. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. This team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag of off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. But y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why he got knocked away there. So now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Cousins now. He's got the first down inside the 10. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now Cousins. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
48 Mike. And watch the leg. Check 48 to Mike. Check 48 to Mike.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here. 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
40's the Vikings. Squeeze. 22, check, cover.
Jackson on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. He's going to, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes left side, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's got Snead. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Throwing is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. From the gun on third down, Jackson. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Everson Griffin and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes.
Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, 53 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Jackson to throw on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Following the interception, Cousins. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Cousins. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Bailey able to knock it through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And Diggs has it. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Zoom. Ready? Check. 48's the mic. Check.
On 3rd down, Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Bailey's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. From the 29, Cousins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson, they'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Play action. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're running. Ingram. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the...
Big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad Pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
What's that? They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing suck.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Anthony Harris on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down. Watson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And